You want this, right? This. So you want to go through another day fighting what you did the day before, or do you want to move forward? Because it's that quick. It's that quick. We halt things, we wait things, we let things drag out in the drama.
Important thing we have, and if we don't treasure it, we do not move on, we do not go on. So your breath is always very important. As much as I advocate for walks and I advocate for healthy living, I also advocate for naps. I also advocate for taking your time for yourself, to listen to your body, to not listen to the outer world, because your body knows what it needs. It is a treasure map. It is ancient as it can be. For you, it might be 25 years old, 58 years old, but in time and history, it has been here, done that, and dealt with some shit. So yeah, we just got to tap into it. I know I'm getting super deep early on in the show, but something in me is allowing me to go and do so, because we need it. We need it very much, and we need the clarity. We need to understand that our health is very, very important, and we need to take that very, very seriously, and we need to honor ourselves. We need to honor our ancient history of our bodies and our ancient machine, and I mean ancient because it's beautiful and profound, like that.
Thank you for saying that, because that helps me to stay on track, with myself, and to remember. And yeah, it is all needed. I like how you were speaking about taking care of, you didn't just say this machine, but this ancient machine, and our forms are made by divine design, and they're meant to be like this or better in old age. What we call old age is just because we are dealing on this physical plane by time, on this physical plane. But I used to say when I was younger, the things we see, like the white hair and the wrinkles and all the things that they say, well, this is like, and even in any other like decline, but a severe decline, that we see. Well, no, we used to say, people would say, this is just getting old. It's all right. But actually, our forms being taken care of, I saw someone better than me over 100 years old. This, we see wear and tear from the different things that we do. We don't see it in a moment, but you see it after a while. We see it after a while. We all know that at the beginning of every year, our cells rejuvenate. All of them, Nature giving us a chance, cleansing out after December, the month of destruction, where things actually change out with the old and with the new. And then we come into our forms and do the same. We are always here and do the same, and over time, it just shows. It just shows how what we did, what we did. You know. So yeah, that helps me to keep it straight with myself. I love hearing those things. I love, and then singing it as well, and singing as well. And you sisters hold it down, health wise. So that gives me good up close and personal examples of how to live, and that's how we learn, by the examples we receive. What about you, D?
Um, I'm doing really, really amazing today. I'm loving the leveling up, the inquisitive. When I put on my detective glasses, I love that, and I'm loving seeing the synchronicities and the level of acceptance and allowance that I'm in right now. A beautiful goddess that all three of us know, Omnia, shared 2 videos of a gentleman that has the ability to know his past lives, his past emotions, and different things. And when she first shared them, I'm like, okay, it's 2 hours long, boo. I don't have time to be watching that. And all my, and what, that was one of them was 2.5 hours. But then I was like, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before that, I woke up and I had a pulling to them like a magnet. You know, it was like, you need to watch it. And I'm like, okay. So after I took my shower and I turned it on as I was making my bed and stuff. Fire. All I gotta say is fire. They, if you will, break down so much stuff. And one of the videos I've watched like 3 times already. And I just started watching the other video. And the beautiful thing about it too is that, let me lay some breadcrumbs for you. The pulling that I had wasn't just for me, it was also for my twin flame, and I did not realize that. And some things have happened with the way that I can talk to him. But this morning, it was dropped into me that not only I need to listen to them, but he does too. And that's all that needs to happen in our conversations right now. This is almost his 3-day spiritual journey. Right, it's deep. And he was able to receive it. He said, I hear you. He wasn't like, oh, but I want to talk to you. None of that. He recognized the guy speaking through me and was like, I hear you and I agree. And let's do it. And it's so amazing we're talking about health because he talked about that. And he said meat suit. And I was like, yes. But then when he was going deeper, I was like, oh, that wasn't a good thing that I call our bodies meat suit. So I can't clean it up yet for you guys because I need to watch it again so I can get understanding and overstanding of what was being channeled through him to me before I can truly explain to you why I'm going to not say meat suit anymore. But stay tuned. but know that those videos, I mean, has literally changed me in this short span of my inner and understanding of what I am and the different dimensions around me. And it's like, you just said, what? Let me rewind that. What? You know, head exploded. And there's even some things I didn't even grasp until I listened to it the 3rd time. I just wasn't ready yet. And it's so much. It's so much. So we need to, all 3 of us, as a trinity, which even that, when he was talking about the first symbol, I was like, it's the flames! I'm all screaming. Jesse's like, me too, me too. Good morning, Christine and Ting. Hey, girls. So, we need to watch it, not necessarily, not together. And we need to watch them not once, more than once, so we can truly get this transmission that has been laid before us. That was a breadcrumb. You know, that's something that came to us. And then Jesse's guys was like, you need to watch this. And then my guys was like, okay, why is the phone? I mean, I was like, why is the phone? Why can't I pull the phone from me? It was like a magnet. And so I had to watch it. I had to. It wasn't even I had to. Angela, you need to watch this. It's going to blow your mind and give you a new perspective on even some of the things that you say right now. Yes, yes, yes. So And I will share the links to the vids in the chat for all the goddesses and gods that are watching as well too. Um, but yeah, that's how I'm doing, boo. How you doing?
Queen, I was screaming in the back because that's how I was. I was in the middle of the night, like, what? And first of all, let me settle down because yeah, let me settle down here. So I had like a crowd in my room. Like I wasn't alone, right? So I was like, wait, did he just said that? Yeah, we said that before. I was like, okay, all right. I'm gonna need a little bit of privacy, maybe. Because it's getting a little overwhelmed. Like everybody's shouting at the same time. So wait. So in the part he said one of my guides said that the reason why this evolution is going to be even bigger than ancient time, and then the guy was like, oh yeah, why is that? And then the guide's just like, internet. And then I was like, somebody was screaming at me saying, we told you so. And I was like, all right, calm down, take it easy, Cheetah. Like, I'm gonna need like a lot of deep breaths, maybe a beer. No, we cannot have a beer right now. Let's go get some water and some watermelon water. How about that? How's that? How's that for some drinks? And I was like, okay. But and I didn't listen to him. So I listened to it repeatedly because last year when Matthias was brought into my life, my guide's just like, oh, yep, like, all right, brother, follow. And I was like, okay, but I wasn't, like you said, Queen, I wasn't so ready for the codes. I wasn't ready for the codes, right? I wasn't ready for the codes. So when the codes kept coming in, I was just like, oh my God, that is very deep. Like if I was in that level of like craziness, I'll probably go crazy too. And then he explained things in this video, and it made me realize like, oh, that's what it was. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna share those videos so you can get your code-ins and you can get your explanation in. I've never met the guy doing the interview before, so I was very intrigued of the combination with both because he is such a simple wording guide, but it's so deep, and you're like, let's put it again. Like you were doing, like, let's put it again. Oh yeah, he did say that. Oh, okay. Oh, damn. Okay. When he said the Me Too thing, I was like, oh, he's not gonna like this one. Let me ring Mulan because she wants to come out.
I was like, why y'all calling me out? I didn't know this guy. How you gonna know I say meat soup? I was all in my feelings and all emotional and hurt and thinking they're calling me out. And then I was like, calm down, boo. Listen to what they are saying through him. You are devaluing your human vessel. And then I was like, I surrender, I trust, and I'm open to receive. Because that has been a downfall of mine, is that before has been that I felt that I knew it all. And then I stood in it, didn't budge. I was a lighthouse, knowing I was not, unknowingly, I was damaging myself. So I was in my feelings for like 2 seconds, and then I said, drop it. What? Bring it. Where you at? Like the guy said, don't drink no drink some water, because let's go. What? So that's how I was. I was like, okay. And then I immediately said, I will stop saying it, because I received, it resonated what they said, and it raised me up to a new level of inner and overstanding. you know. So yeah, girl, I was like, and I started laughing because I'm like, because when your guy said you was watching it, Jesse, and you was up all night, and I heard that, I'm like, I know Jesse probably was like, no, D's gonna be mad. It was so funny.
I was like, oh, Dee's not gonna like this one. When they said, I was like, let me play it again. When he said, I was like, oh, she's not gonna like this one. But okay, all right, she's gonna be okay, right? Like, this is me. She's gonna be okay, right? They're like, let's keep going. I was like, oh, she's gonna be okay. Okay, let's move on.
Are these the two videos, the same two videos that Jesse put in, right? There's two of them. And it's something because I don't, I know Jesse said I watched the second one first and then the first one second. Oh no, the first, forgive me. The second one. All right, yeah. So I didn't know which one to choose. I didn't hear
You can choose as your guides give it to you.
I
So
chose
my
the
guides
second
gave
one.
me the first one, but I
All
was
right.
explaining to you guys that, oh man, like the Jesse and me came out real quick to like give you guys some stuff. But however your guides give it to you, that's how you watch it, because that's how you're gonna understand.
Wow.
They're gonna prepare you for. I mean, they prepared me for the second one first, and I was like, oh, what? What? Yeah.
When I went to push the button, it said that one, and it was the second one. So I watched. That was yesterday. I started, and the thing was, I've seen this young man. They've been showing him on YouTube at the beginning, talking about Atlantis and descendants of, and I never pushed the button. I kept going, oh, well, maybe I checked it out, and I never pushed the button until now. It didn't become time until right now. And then Jesse
Yeah,
said, "I know the
he's
first one. I don't know the the owner or the person commentary. Him. She didn't know him. I said yes. And I was like, and I didn't know his name, but I knew the sound of his voice. I said, wait, that's the young man. That's the young man that talks on YouTube every time I turn it on. And it's been a long time. I think maybe the whole year that he says my name is, and he talks about Atlantis because that's what was getting my attention. But I heard the sound of his voice. I said, that's him. Then I was like, oh, now it's time. Now it's
yeah,
time.
he's in the Gia commercial, in the Gaia commercial, and the Gaia
Yes.
ad. And he is, yeah, he's very deep. He's very deep. He's been promoting it with Dr. Speranza for 2 years. So that's why my guys were like, well, Joe, Matthias, and it's definitely time for us to deepen our knowledge in that sense, because it's definitely going to bring us some very, very, very interesting codes that we're going to be like, what? That just happened. So yeah, I'm excited for all of you that are watching and that are watching in the future, to watch the show, to watch the videos, and let us know what you got out of it. Like, let us know what your guides share with you on your journey, right? Because our journeys are all unique and or special and or beautiful and or profound. So let us know what they share with you.
Definitely watch it with an open mind. Right? Like, what I was saying, that the way I used to be, don't be like me, the way I used to be. Um, come with it with an empty cup, that you're truly the student and you're sitting at their feet listening to what wisdom. Because if you don't, then you could miss something that possibly will come back again. Yes. Um, but with the shift on the planet and what's going on in our world right now, you need to get it. You need to get it. Because everything that he was saying was just, yeah, right on time and amazing. And like what Angela and Jesse said, I didn't know the interviewer either. However, that interviewer, he had some amazing questions. Oh my gosh. And then Matisse, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, when he was speaking and saying things, he was answering, and it was just, yeah. So, and also that the time of being 2.5 hours, it's gonna go by so fast. You'll be like, is it done? Luna is in Feminine Flame. Hey, Luna. And Luna like, hello.
Hey, Luna. Hey, little Luna. Miss you, Mama.
So cute. Jesse, one thing that he said that I screamed and then all of a sudden was angry for a second and then screamed again was when I think, okay, so the first one is the one about the 9 dimensions. The second one is the interview when they're sitting in, it looks like they're outside. So much power when he said, I'm going to let you guys know what I'm saying is not truth. And I was like, what? How you gonna say some stuff like that? You got me all hype and stuff. You know, I was all up in the phone. What? He said it's part of the truth. And I was like, let me stop that. Whoa. Because I've heard that, like Angela said. However, I didn't believe it. Because hearing and believing, it's 2 different things. Because even when you watch Feminine Flame, we'll tell you in a minute, is this truth? It's not, because it's part of the truth. And it's our truth, where we are on our journey. So when he said that, I was like, whoa. And he started it off like that. I'm like, how are you gonna be throwing stuff at the very 2 minutes of the interview? So guys, please watch them, please, because it's fire. Oh my gosh.
When he said that, it was very powerful for me too. I was like, wait, oh. And when he said about the piece of the puzzle, how like we all contain pieces of the puzzle and the puzzle would never be complete because we all have pieces, and it continues and continues and continues, and how like I was like, oh, okay, I get it when you guys said don't panic because there will be more puzzles and pieces and everything. And I was like, okay, all right, stop shouting. That was deep when he said that. Yeah, well, you know, like what? They owe us money for doing this. Just kidding. We do it for the love. We do it for us. When our guys send us on a mission, I call it a mission. When they send me on like last night, they sent me on this this laughing streak. Like I was like, wait. They were like, well, you're gonna need it. So I didn't know then what I know today. But when they said to me, you're going to need it, and I went on like watching like 7 comedy shows, I didn't understand what was going on, but I was like laughing and laughing and laughing and allowing. Then 2 hours later, after I was done, I received a call and a phone call from my parents. And I froze, right? I froze and I was like, okay, back to the drawing board. Okay. So somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said, yeah, we say you're going to need it. So just breathe. Just breathe. Let's breathe it out. Like it's going to be okay. Everything is fine. Everything happens for a reason. We're taking you through this for a reason. You know, it's okay. Remember, we're working on years of stuff. So breathe it. So I'm so glad that I listen to my voices when I do, because if I don't, I would have been in panic mode after the 2 hour when that conversation came about with my parents. Everything is okay. Everything is, it's, you know, as it should be, as my guys are saying, everything is as it should be. Everything is working out as it should be. But if I was a regular human being, that we're not. None of us are. You just got to tap into it. You got to tap into that power. So if I was in that, I would have gone panic mode right away. So when they sent me to watch comedy, I was like, what? Kevin Hart, yes. Fluffy, yes. Joe Coy, yes. There was Tiffany was there. There was a few of them, but those are my favorite ones. So I know when they put me on Joe and Fluffy and Kevin, I was like, oh, it's about to go down, huh? Because my three favorite ones back to back.
That is so awesome. The reason why I had the reaction I did last night after the date, I was like, all right, what do I do now? And it said, you gotta laugh. That's why I went off the way I did. You have to laugh. So I said, all right. And then once I opened up the program, comedy shows came up, and I just looked at the comedy shows to laugh. Because you need to laugh. And I was like, wow. And actually, D, what I was about, the question I was going to ask was based off of what it's going. It's done. It was based off of what I was saying was going down yesterday. And just laugh. Laugh it out. And then right after that, my guy sent me to Abraham Hicks had this, listen to this, while you are resting. And they talk to you, and then the range, she's in a bed, and it's raining outside. And then I remembered when in one of their sessions, it was saying that she was sitting down and she had to listen, and she listened to this one sound, and that they said, and in between that sound, we were able to say, listen. So I turned that on right after that, plugged it in, and I was out like a light again. I was out like a light, but that's why I had that reaction, because I said you gotta laugh, and I felt it was done. It was like done deal. Laugh it out. And it's definitely a great medicine. What are you gonna say, D?
I'm so excited today. I mean, oh my gosh. I know exactly what vid you're talking about, Angela. I've heard a couple of the vids where Abraham explained Esther listening to, it's the air conditioned sound is what she was listening to. And there was a point in the video that she would listen to that there was a pause. And that's the actual noise point where they would say, listen to her. So it's, I remembered, it reminds me of something that Master Cherie says. Music is not just sound. The pauses make up the melody. And that's even in us, our pauses. So Abraham and Esther are experiencing that as well too.
I love when that happens because one, for me, it took me a little bit to understand the pauses and to understand what they meant. So when somebody was like, well, because I will go on many, many lives. Like when I started, they sent me to go out there, let's go out there, let's find the tribe, right? Let's do it. And when I was doing the lives, and something will come really fast, and I was like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta share it. And now my guys are allowing me to pause, wait for allow the flow that is going on in the other windows, because that needs to come out. And then when it's time for my energy and my flow to go and my guides to go, it's like, it's action time, press the button, let's go. But before, I didn't know, so I was like, my body will get like antsy. I will get like, oh my God, like, who is doing this to me right now? Like, what is going on? Like, what? But now they asked me to sit certain ways. They asked me to do certain things in the mixture of things. Okay, I'll be right there. And I one of my guys is calling me, right? So I'm gonna let you guys share for a little bit, and then, but basically, what I'm trying to say is that, all of these things are necessary for us and for the guys to do their thing through us. Because if not, then we stop the flow of what the guys, the collective, wants to do with all the sharing and all the flow and everything. Sometimes I walk in the room and it's my turn to share, and you guys don't know that. I don't know, but my guys knew, so they just want me to go right into it. It's the same thing with all of us. So yeah, I'll be back. Enjoy the show.
Christine put, hey Christine, she put down, be the observer. Yes, be the observer. And Jesse, my experience with the energy, sometimes when they download into me, it's so overwhelming. I get so excited and I don't know how to act. I act kind of crazy, or like Christine and I were talking about, or all of us were talking about on Wednesday, that word vomit comes out to where I'm just because inside of me it feels like chaos because of the energy, and it's so much. And I at first, when I would get that way, it was hard for me to transmute it, process it and transmute it, and then allow it to come out the way it was supposed to. What about you, Angela?
No, it's so deep because everything that you're saying. Now I'm sometimes a word vomit connoisseur, and now I get why it gets whispered to me. Just calm down, just witness, just breathe, just witness. And I'm learning what that means to be a witnesser, and what it. I should say. Actually, I should say I'm learning what it means, not just what it means, what it takes. And if I'm off one point or one iota of being in that space, you know, then you get to see the chaos when you step outside. It's like aligned, unaligned, aligned, unaligned. Whoops! Out the side, there's so many ways you can get out. And that's what got me when Jesse was speaking about even the positions. I will be in one position, and the spirit said, "No, you're back. You're blocking something." And do you know how hard it is when you are in I want to say a dead rest, dead sleep, but you're just in it. You're in your favorite position. You're just warm and cozy. It's cold outside. You're snuggle. And Spirit says, turn over. And you go, huh? This is me. Wait. My hand be underneath the pillow here. My thing on my chin. No, and my feet is all snugged in my favorite position, tucked under the covers, just so. And you like, turn over. And you're like, huh? Then I go, now? All right, I'm coming. Yeah. Then I go, then I get on my back and, sometimes. Other times it's like, all right, I'm coming. All right, I know. All right. Then it says you want to learn it, right? Right? You want to get over. You asked for this part. This morning, the spirit said, "Look at the video. She's not like that. She's not like that. What you doing?" Then I peeked. Like I can't see it. It's over there. It's dark in the room. Then I peeped over and I went, "All right." And even, where's her hands? What chakra points are her hands on? What energy is she harnessing? And I was like, that was deep this morning. I was like, yes, you want this, right? This. So you want to go through another day fighting what you did the day before, or do you want to move forward? Because it's that quick. It's that quick. We halt things, we wait things, we let things drag out in the drama. Oh, drag out in the drama. Woo! All right, now. Thank you. That wasn't me, y'all. We let things drag out in the drama. And it doesn't have to be that. Because it moves on its own. Life is just like, it's like when David was talking about us being in the boat. Remember? And when you're in a boat, it just doesn't stop. She said no. It just doesn't stay there. Flowing, the waves take you like this. And the boat's going like, and you just going with the, you know? But if you don't want to put your oar down, if you want to keep the anchor in because you like the space of the clouds at that moment, you want to stay there, you ain't going nowhere. Because you're doing what you want to do. So that's what got me when Jesse was speaking about even when they'll tell me to move in a certain position. You know? And sometimes they say, now. And that makes me, that just be, ooh, salud. That was fierce. That was good. Love it.
It's so funny because she can read my lips, so I'm kicking it. I'm like, ooh, I don't. Okay, I love sneezing because it feels like it's almost a reset,
Yeah.
and not like a it's a forced reset, and then all of a sudden I have bliss.
Yeah.
So it was like it's forceful, and then I'm like, ah. I mean, I'm like, oh, I love that. You know, let's go.
Prick your neck or
Yes.
you like, oh yeah, all right, I'm open. That's one, yeah.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Christine. Christine said, bless you.
Christine said, if you want it, wait, if you want it then, you got to show up. Just cause it's simple doesn't mean it's easy. That's right. Wow. Wow. Yes, everyone. Simple and easy are two different things. Wow. Wow.
It
That's
blew your
powerful.
mind, didn't it? Blew your
Yes, it
mind.
did. Did you see
It
it?
blew you up, didn't
It did.
it?
It did. Simple does not mean easy.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And even in that, change your perspective.
Yeah, there you go.
It can be easy if you say it's easy,
You say it's easy.
you know?
Sure. Oh, that's what it meant then. Oh, the spirit said that what makes it the opposite of it is yourself.
Yeah, that's back to what when the guys flowed through you and said you're basically dragging this on.
Yeah, you're dragging us on. I mean, it's what you wanted. Come on, we're trying to move to the step two. We here
Yeah,
already. Actually, we're here already. We're bringing you up with us. Now turn over and stop being a baby.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's so much wrapped up in our resistance, fear, the lack of because we can't control it, because we cannot see the future or the bigger picture. We don't really observe the different turns and ups and downs.
Yeah.
It's part of getting to where we are supposed to be or where we are desiring to be. We're not really able to say thank you for me stubbing my toe today. Thank you. We're angry, bleeding, and mad, and oh, now I'm late. I remember one time when I used to work for a bank. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I'm normally definitely on time. It was one day I woke up late and I felt bad the whole time, and then I finally got there. The bank was robbed that day.
Mm-hmm.
All the way there, I was angry because I'm late. I felt bad. The boss is going to say something to me. I'm going to get in trouble. Da, 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 da. No, that I was not meant to be there because I was supposed to avoid the bank getting robbed.
What a lesson.
Yeah. So say thank you for each thing that happens. See the lesson in it. Be in that grateful spirit.
Yeah.
And even what Christine said, that sounds simple, but doesn't mean it's easy. But it's not easy because of what Angela said, because you're dragging it and you're not changing your perspective.
You got to show up, she said. That's it. It's the show up part. That's where we get the brakes. You hit the brake or you hit the gas. And more times than not, many of us hit the brake. Or we pump the gas. We pump the brake. We pump the brake. All right, wait. And I'm not gonna. Wait there. 5 more minutes. 30 seconds. Who got the snooze button on their alarm clock? When you know you set to get up and you go, it's a 5-second thing or a 5-minute thing, and you pop it, you go, goes off again. I can do this. I had it down to a science of doing it for a half hour, calling myself, waking myself up. Did it 6 times for 30 minutes, and then I would get up. And then I saw this young woman. I cannot remember her name. It's a doctor, but she did the 5-second rule. If anyone knows that doctor, do you know her, D? And
I
she
think
was
there's
like,
now.
"Stop that." She was like, "Whoever got the alarm clock next to their bed," and I was like this.
She was calling you out.
She called me out. She says, "You don't need no clock. You are your clock. When you get up, you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your feet should be on the floor." Then I said, "All right, I got to work on this one." So then I start swinging my feet out the bed, just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, to get out of that hitting that snooze button, and that's what we're doing in life. We tend to at times, not all the time, hit that snooze button when we're supposed to be moving, supposed to be showing up, supposed to be doing, supposed to be moving a spot, like Jesse said, when it tells you to move. When I move, you move. Just like that. Remember when Jesse said that before? When I move, you move. And our guides will say it. Now, what if someone came up to you and said, in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to save your life. When I move, you move. When I say, do it. And you had to follow every instruction, and after 15 minutes, your life was saved. That happens more times than not, and we don't know it. An elder in my temple had told us that one time. Said that you don't know how many times your life has been saved. You don't know how many times you were averted to do things, but because you listened and you did, you won. And I was like, wow. What? Tell me.
Boo! I would say even when I didn't listen, that made me say thank you. Because lately I've gone back in time and just observed my actions and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that was y'all. Oh, thank you so much. I mean, okay, I'll give you an example. When I was doing my major, it was pre-vet med. I picked a college that just looked amazing. I did not realize that the town hated Black people. So, right. So I went, that was my major, pre-vet med. And the whole curriculum, there was only 3 Black people. I had to experience just racism daily, every time I would go to class. Even the first week there, it was me and some friends were walking across the street going to get something to eat, and these guys rode past and called us nigger bitches, told us to die. Yeah. Your girl was, let me see, I was one of the youngest in my class because my birthday is right before the cutoff date. It's August 29th. The cutoff is like September the 1st. So I was one of the youngest, me and one of the other girls. So I think I had just turned either 17. I hadn't experienced racism like that before. The high school that I was in, well, that's not true. I had, but okay, but not at that age. I'll say it that way. The high school and the junior high and the second elementary school I went to was diverse, so it was everybody. It was a melting pot. But the first elementary school, no, I think I was one of 4 or 5 Black kids in the school. So where I was saved is that I used to walk on campus at dark by myself. That's crazy. And I say it's crazy because I was in a town that did not like Black people. And some people, when, and I say Black, but I'm not Black, whatever, you know what I mean? Because we can only barely control ourselves, other people, you don't know what they're going to do to you. And remember, they're also dealing with habitual generational things on them because they were taught that. Because a lot of the people that were in the major or in the classes with me in my major, they grew up in towns where their graduating class was like 12. So they weren't exposed to the world. It was almost like they were sheltered. They were put in a box. And that's how they were reacting to seeing people of different colors in religion and stuff like that. But in that, some people can harm you. And I wasn't thinking. I used to walk outside, guys, in the dark by myself on a college campus. What? So I know they said don't do that, Dave, but I wasn't listening. And I know that they kept me and I was okay. And I was listening some after I got out there because it had to have been. Maybe they said turn left down here, or hurry up, and I would walk faster. So we are also protected when we don't listen by our spiritual team, our invisible fam. And then sometimes, of course, they do allow things to happen because we need to learn a lesson. So I wanted to say that. And that's only one example I have where I did not listen. And I'm still here.
D, when you said crazy, somebody said or brave. So it depends how you see it. Somebody's like or brave. Man, we have had a show today. Well, how about that for Christmas Eve? To get us going. Are we doing a show tomorrow, ladies?
Let's
For
do
Christmas?
it. I
Are we
mean,
doing a Christmas
I'm, I'm,
special?
I'm game. If you two want to, I'm game. I'm game.
Okay.
I'm game.
We'll be here for Christmas. We'll be here for Christmas. We'll drop it like it's hot. You can drop your comments, and you can if you want anything from us that you want to cover tomorrow. If not, we're just gonna go deep right in like we always do, because it's necessary for somebody or many to get together and have conversations like this, so that we can start remembering more. I think that's one of my biggest not lesson. Somebody wants to not lesson opportunities, aha moments. Oh, interesting type of deal was when Matías was speaking, and he was saying that it's because it's not being said, or if it is being said, some people are just like, oh, what is that, or no, that's too much, or but weird it's a good word. Weird is, it's being enlightened, it's being coming out of your shell and bringing more into the atmosphere. Remembering more, the more we remember, the more powerful we become, and the more powerful we become, the more we can help others to come out and do better and do more things. Before I pull a card, I wanted to, if you guys don't have anything else to say, okay. I want to share my T tag, because I was like, oh, well, your strength is shared when you are present for others. That was my T tag for today. Your strength is shared when you are present for others. And, as the guides down low and say things to me, as I can share, I shared. As not, I just keep it to the side, because they said, no, it's too powerful for what we're doing right now. Let's not do that. but that is also a relationship. That is also something that I have worked on for the last 2 years. That is something that, you know, somebody is saying to me right now, let's not compare my step 1 to your step 20. I think I shared that before, guys, but they want me to share it again. Maybe somebody that is either here right now or later on needs to listen to that, needs to really let that sink in. Not to compare my talks, my journeys with your talks, your journeys, and because you are listening, you are doing the practices, you are doing everything that you're supposed to or you need to be doing in order for you to elevate. It is the comparison thing that it's getting me right now. So yeah, so that's something that that we should work on that scale, because listening to these 2 videos that we spoke today will give you so much clarity so much clarity on wait, why was I even doing that? What? That type of enlightenment, that type of information, that type of download, that type of everything. When we share something with you, it's because we need you to really get it, because it is important for your evolution. It is important for your next level. It is important for your new journey. It is important for where the times are taking us. It is important because we need to elevate together. If you stay behind it, it's okay. It is also okay, because we need that for the planet to stay and to build and to go deeper and to do all of this stuff. So yeah, and if anybody else wants to say anything before I pull a card. Okay, I'm gonna just ask more clarity. No, not more clarity. Somebody else wants to come out and say more. Let's do it. Yeah. And whoever is doing that right now, it is killing it. I want to make sure that this bean didn't shut me down. So I wanted to make sure that we're okay. So apologies again. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right, my intent. All right, this is live in action, guys. So I wanna say that before I go anywhere else. Okay, so since you guys can't see me, I cannot see you, but it's already okay. Your internal guide. So the card that we pulled today is Sanat Kumara, light activation. So it might go off where I cannot see you, but it's okay. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Sana Kumara, which means eternal youth, is an advanced cosmic light being who is dedicated to helping the earth rise up towards the light. He is, as far as I am concerned, the leader of the keepers of the light. This is what Kyle shared in his beautiful being of downloads. He has been acknowledged as the god in the Hinduism and in the Mahabharata story. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, so I apologize. Which has come down from heaven bearing God's divine plan. In more recent time, he has been acknowledged as coming from Venus and bringing through unconditional love. He has eyes that are made of cosmos, with ability to penetrate the soul and activate its brightness lights. Yet he can seem overwhelmingly because he looks are beyond human. He is being of the light, shining in the purest intention. He is the twin flame of Lady Venus. Together, they activate heart and light of those who welcome their help so that they can shine brighter than ever. You are here to light up the world. You may feel that you are being pushed or that there is lots going on at once. And this is because your energy is magnetic to others and they want to magnetic to others and what they want in their life. Take the time to listen to the inner voice. Remember the cosmic light of heaven and draw it into you. That is all you need to do to inspire the world. That is all you need to inspire the world. The light, the cosmic light. Truth has been given. Let's allow the light to, to smother in. Somebody's saying smother in. Smother in. Yeah, smother in. To really, really settle into your being. And allow that light to get really, really bright and warm and really fuzzy. It's okay if you don't understand what's happening. We got you. We're here to guide you and protect you and give you everything that you can ever need and want. Just call and we're here. Thank you. Thank you. Now I know why the energy was so strong and powerful that the lights were going off. Thank you for the encodings. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for the knowledge. Thank you for coming down and guiding us through this process of life, letting us know that, yeah, this is a beautiful time. This is a beautiful time we're living. It is an elevation of time. He's very, very powerful. He shut my lights in the house, set up the alarm. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew something powerful was entering the room. Someone powerful was entering the room when my lights went off, and everything just went very peaceful, and I'm sweating so much so that my armpits are sweating, my whole being is sweating, and there's no heat in this room. So from me receiving this for you and for all of us, it is a blessing that I get to do this every single day, and that they can connect to you through me so that you can also see the beautiful lights and the beautiful things that are coming, that are here, and that are elevating us. So Jessie is complete.
It is a blessing to be able to walk in that light, to receive the light, and be the light. Learning to be the light that we are is a blessing. And a whole gratitude for that every day. Whole gratitude for it every day. It is what's is sustaining us on our axis. It is it's keeping us aligned and in place. In play and in place, both of them. Wow. We're sending blessings of light and love, gifts to humanity, whom we love so dear. Love you all dearly, and we will see you all tomorrow. Peace.